Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Geography with Joy. This is Sivalakshmi and we are discussing about the transport system in India. Today we are going to discuss about the air transport system in India and I hope you will enjoy my video. If you like, please don't forget to subscribe my channel and like and share my video. It will help me to serve you better. Then, without much delay, let's start the discussion. The topic for discussion today is air transport, and the outline of the topic is introduction to the topic and the history of air transport in India. We will discuss about the Airports Authority of India and Air India. We will also discuss about the classification of airports, amazing facts about Indian airports and popular airlines in India. We will have a discussion on cargo airlines, Vaidute, Pavan Hans and GAGAN. And at the end, we will have a look at the advantages and disadvantages of air transport in India. And here we go. Air transport. The mobility of man and material by air is called air transport. Air transport is the fastest means of movement from one place to other. It has reduced distances by minimizing the travel time. It is the most recent mode of transport and a gift of the 20th century to the world. The peculiar characteristic of air transport is that it doesn't need a specific surface track for its operation. One can easily cross and reach remote, inaccessible and hostile areas like lofty mountains, thick forest, marshy areas and sandy deserts by air transport, which is almost impossible by other modes of transport. Air transport in India made a humble beginning in 1911 when airmail operation commenced over a little distance of 10 km between Allahabad and Naini. The British, French and Dutch introduced air transport in 1929 and 30. India National Airways was formed in 1933 and it introduced air service between Karachi and Lahore. By the end of the World War II, major cities like Karachi, Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Lahore and some other places were provided with air services. At the time of partition of the country in 1947, air transport was provided by four major companies, namely Tata Sons Limited or Air India, Indian National Airways, Air Services of India and Deccan Airways. By 1951, four more companies joined the services. They were Bharat Airways, Himalayan Aviation Limited, Airways India and Kalinga Airlines. In 1953, the air transport was nationalized and two corporations were formed. They were Air India International and Indian Airlines. Now, Indian Airlines is known as Indian. Now, let's talk about the Airports Authority of India. The Airports Authority of India came into existence on April 1st in 1995 with the merger of the then two authorities, National Airports Authority and International Airports Authority. It was done with a view to accelerate the integrated development, expansion and modernization of the operational, terminal and cargo facilities at the airports in the country, conforming to the international standards. Airports Authority of India is responsible for providing safe, efficient air traffic services and aeronautical communication services in the country. Ministry of Civil Aviation is responsible for creating, upgrading, maintaining and managing civil aviation infrastructure in India. According to Airports Authority of India website, there are 464 airports in India, out of which Airports Authority of India manages a total of 137 airports, which include 24 international airports, 3 civil enclaves, 10 custom airports, 4 civil enclaves, and 103 domestic airports, out of which 23 civil enclaves. Right side, the picture shows the office of the Airports Authority of India in Gaya. Coming to Air India, the air transport of India was managed by two corporations, Air India and Indian Airlines. However, the two entities were merged into one in 2007 and is called Air India. Air India is responsible for international air services. It operates from international airports at Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, Tiruvananthapuram, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Panaji, Kochi, Amritsar, Guwahati and Ahmedabad. It connects India with almost all the continents of the world through its services. Indian Airlines handles domestic traffic and carries passengers, cargo and mail to different places in the country. It also provides services to 12 countries, viz. Pakistan, Maldives, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Bangladesh, Thailand, Singapore, UAE, Oman, Myanmar and Kuwait. This is an Air India aircraft. Air India is the flag carrier airline of India, headquartered at New Delhi. It is owned by Air India Limited, a government-owned enterprise, and operates a fleet of Airbus and Boeing aircraft serving 102 domestic and international destinations. Classification of airport. Before going to the classification of airport, let's learn about what is an airport. An airport is a location where aircrafts such as airplanes take off and land. It is a facility where passengers connect from ground transportation to air transportation. Aircraft may also be stored or maintained at an airport. An airport should have runway for takeoffs and landings, buildings such as hangars and terminal buildings. Airports can be classified based on airport activities in the following ways. They are commercial service airports, where commercial activities are carried out. Cargo service airports to provide air transportation only for cargo. Reliever airports to relieve congestion at commercial service airports and to provide improved general aviation access to the overall community. General aviation airports. Remaining all airports are coming under general aviation airports, including privately owned airports. Civil airports. These are open to the general public, both international and national. Custom airports. They have custom and immigration facilities for limited international operations by national carriers and for foreign tourist and cargo charter flights. Military airports or civil enclave in defense airports. These are operated by the military. And private airports. These are designated for private or restricted use only and not open to the general public. Now, what is an international airport? It is an airport with custom and border control facilities enabling passengers to travel between countries. International airports are usually larger than domestic airports and often feature longer runways and facilities to accommodate the heavier aircrafts commonly used for international and intercontinental travel. International airports often also host domestic flights. There are 34 operational international airports in India. Some of the major international airports are Indira Gandhi International Airport, New Delhi, Chhatrapati Shivaji International Airport, Mumbai, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose International Airport, Kolkata, and Chennai International Airport, Chennai. This is the Chhatrapati Shivaji International Airport, Mumbai. Formerly known as Sahar International Airport, is the primary international airport serving the Mumbai metropolitan area, India. It is the second busiest airport in the country in terms of total and international passenger traffic after Delhi and was the 14th busiest airport in Asia and 28th busiest airport in the world by passenger traffic in calendar year 2017. Some amazing facts about Indian airports. Which one is the first and oldest airport in India? It's Juhu Aerodrome, Mumbai, founded in 1928. The largest and busiest airport in India is the Indira Gandhi International Airport, New Delhi. The smallest airport in India is the Trichy Airport in Tamil Nadu. The cleanest and the safest airport in India is the Madurai Airport in Tamil Nadu. And the highest airport in India is the Kushak Bakola Rinpoche Airport in Ladakh at 3,256 meter height. Now, let's have some idea about the popular airlines in India. There are currently 39 airlines operating in India, including scheduled, regional, chartered, and cargo airlines. The scheduled airlines are the primary carriers who command a majority of domestic market share. Below, showing some popular airlines in India along with their logos. They are Indigo, Air India, SpiceJet, Go Air, Air Asia India, Vistara, Airlines Air, TrueJet, Qatar Airways, Saudi Airlines Saudia, Etihad Airways, and Air Arabia. This is the Indigo airline. Indigo ranked first in the list of best airlines in India. Indigo is the biggest airline in India by passengers carried and fleet size. It has a maximum 48.1% domestic market share as of June 2019. Indigo is also the largest individual Asian low-cost carrier in terms of jet fleet size and passengers carried. Cargo airlines. A cargo aircraft is a fixed-wing aircraft that is designed for the carriage of cargo rather than passengers. These flights are under the Lifeline Udan, being operated under Ministry of Civil Aviation to transport essential supplies to remote parts of the country. There are two types of air cargo. They are general air cargo and special air cargo. In general dry cargo, items are shipped which do not contain liquid such as textile, retail or consumer goods, machinery and hardware, electronics, etc. In special air cargo, items are shipped with special care which include items with temperature controlled, hazardous material or dangerous goods, heavy weight and overdimensional freight, live animals, high value or fragile items, human remains, organs, and tissue samples. This is a cargo aircraft. Cargo airlines are mainly dedicated to the transport of cargo by air. Some cargo airlines are divisions or subsidiaries of larger passenger airlines. Vaidute. Vaidute was set up in 1981 to augment the air transport in the country. It provided links with remote and inaccessible areas which were not covered by Indian Airlines. It commenced its services in February 1981. The government had initially approved air services to 14 stations in the northeastern region. Subsequently, 23 stations outside this region were added for linking by Vaidute. Look at this picture. This is Vaidute. It was established as a joint venture between the two state-owned carriers, Indian Airlines and Air India. The airline was headquartered at New Delhi's Safdarjung Airport. The airline consistently lost money since its formation due to low occupancy. The government, struggling to find a solution to Vaidute's continuing financial problems, considered both closure and privatization as options, as the carrier's route and fleet structure made the operation unprofitable. Pawan Hans. Pawan Hans Helicopters Limited (PHHL) was established in 1985 with a primary objective of providing helicopter support services to the oil sector in offshore exploration, operate in the hilly and inaccessible areas, and make available charter flights for promotion of tourism. Have a look at this picture. This is Pawan Hans. It provides helicopter services to the petroleum sector, including ONGC, Oil India Limited, and Enron Oil and Gas, Mumbai High, and connects remote and inaccessible areas. The company has a strong presence in Northeast, having its helicopters deployed in the states of Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Sikkim, and Tripura. Apart from this, it also provides services to certain state governments such as Punjab, Madhya Pradesh, Lakshadweep, and public sector undertakings like NTPC, National Thermal Power Corporation, GAIL, Gas Authority of India Limited, and BSF, Border Security Force. GAGAN, GPS aided geo-augmented navigation. GAGAN is a step by the Indian government towards initial satellite-based navigation services in India. It is a system to improve the accuracy of a global navigation satellite system receiver by providing reference signals. It is jointly developed by the Indian Space Research Organisation (ISRO) and the Airport Authority of India as a regional satellite-based augmentation system. It is now operational and can be used by aviation industry. The GAGAN's goal is to provide a navigation system to assist aircraft in accurate landing over the Indian airspace and in the adjoining area, and applicable to safety to life civil operations. GAGAN is interoperable with other international satellite-based augmentation systems. This is GAGAN. GPS alone doesn't meet the navigational requirements for accuracy, integrity, and availability. GAGAN corrects for GPS signal errors caused by ionospheric disturbances, timing, and satellite orbit errors, and also it provides vital information regarding the health of each satellite. Services offered by GAGAN: aviation, forest management, railways signaling, scientific research for atmospheric studies, natural resource and land management, location-based services, mobile, tourism, etc. With this launch, India became the fourth nation in the world to have interoperable satellite-based augmentation system after US, Europe, and Japan. GAGAN is the first satellite-based augmentation system in the world to serve the equatorial region. Benefits of GAGAN: improve efficiency of airline operations, direct routes, increase fuel savings, approach with vertical guidance at runways, significant cost saving due to withdrawal of ground aids, reduce workload of flight crew and air traffic controllers, ease of search and rescue operation. GAGAN is meant to provide accurate navigation services over Bay of Bengal, Southeast Asia, the Indian Ocean, and African region. Now Let's discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of air transport. First, the advantages of air transport. When speed and time are the main constraints, air transport is indispensable. One can easily cross and reach remote, inaccessible and hostile areas like lofty mountains, thick forest, marshy areas and sandy deserts by air transport, which is almost impossible by other modes of transport. Air transport is particularly significant for a country like India, where distances are so large and the terrain and climatic conditions are so diverse. It is the fastest and comfortable mode of transport. It connects the far-flung and remote areas of the country. Air transport plays a vital role in times of emergency as well as in the event of natural and man-made calamities like floods, famines, epidemics, and wars. It is used to airlift people from the affected areas and to airdrop food, medicines, and other necessary things to calamity-affected people. Air transport is most significant in hilly regions, in border areas, which are not easily accessible by surface transport. It is most important in northeastern regions where air is the only mode of transport because of its difficult terrain. Air transport is useful for aerial spray on pests and insects which cause harm to crops. Air transport has been gaining popularity in spite of its exorbitant rates because of the recent entry of the private airlines and their various attractive schemes and thereby reducing airfares drastically. Coming to disadvantages now. Air transport is costly. Aircraft, fuel, regular and thorough servicing, provision of air terminal facilities, as well as the cost of obtaining flying and landing rights are all very expensive. Thus, air transport is relatively expensive form of convergence and large-scale air transport is still quite a luxury. It depends on weather conditions. Flights are often delayed due to bad weather. Air transport is run on petroleum, which is a non-renewable source of energy. It has limited carrying capacity and the amount of freight that can be carried is restricted by the lack of space. Air transport is prone to accidents. A small mistake can be very dangerous for passengers. Hijacking of planes is easily possible. For creating aviation facilities, huge investments are required. The cost of aeroplanes, construction and maintenance of aerodromes, and control of mechanism needs a capital expenditure. Air transport is the business of freedom. It is so much more than just moving people and cargo from one destination to another. Air transport helps to bring families together. It supports and enhances business and investment decisions. It promotes the transfer of knowledge and innovation and provides opportunities to study abroad and experience different cultures. Hence, it is very important for our airlines to bring up the standard of quality by efficient service and provide for better amenities in order to compete with the international standards. Friends, that's all for today. I hope you have understood the topic and enjoyed my video. In my next video, we will discuss about the water transport in India. Stay connected. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and like and share my video. Thanks for watching. See you again. Till then, take care and have a good day.